Hello dear friends, I am Patel and I welcome to all of you in another video on the history of Chhattisgarh. Today in this video we are going to talk about the administrative divisions in Sharabhpuriya Empire. Means we are going to talk that Sharabhpuriya Empire was divided in how many divisions or what type of divisions. So without any further delay, let's start the video. So as far as administrative divisions are concerned, entire Sharabhpuriya Empire was divided in 5 types of administrative divisions. Those 5 types of administrative divisions are Rashtra, Bhoga, Bhukti, Ahara and Patta. So today in this video we are going to talk about the first two. We are going to cover the first two, the Rashtra and Bhoga. Let's start with Rashtra. So actually, as far as the administrative units are concerned, okay, the hierarchy is not known. The hierarchy is certain in case of Kalchuri rulers, but it is not certain in Sharabhpuriya rulers. So we don't know that which administrative unit was bigger and which was smaller. So anyways, let's start with the Rashtra unit. So there were 2 Rashtra units, or so far the evidences regarding 2 Rashtra units have been found, and the evidences suggest that there were only 2 Rashtra units. Those were the Purva Rashtra and Tunda Rashtra. Purva Rashtra and Tunda Rashtra. Now let's talk about Purva Rashtra. Okay, so Purva Rashtra as an administrative division or unit has been mentioned in 3 prominent copper plates of 3 prominent rulers. Well, the first one is the Arang copper plate. The Arang copper plate, which was issued by Mahajairaj in his 5th regnal year. So what is regnal year here? Again, I would like to clear the concept that if a king has been coronated 3 years ago, so today he would be in his 3rd regnal year. So the first mention of Purva Rashtra has been obtained from Arang copper plate issued in the 5th regnal year by the king Mahajairaj. Similarly, another mention or the second mention of Purva Rashtra has been found in a Raipur copper plate, which was issued in the 10th regnal year by a king Sudevraj. And its mention has also been found in Mallar copper plate, which was issued in 41st regnal year by a king called Vyagharaj. So these are the 3 mentions of Purva Rashtra in 3 copper plates. First, the Arang copper plate, second, Raipur copper plate, third one is a Mallar copper plate. Now let's talk about what were the places which existed in the Purva Rashtra according to the copper plates. So let's talk about the places. Okay, so this is the second page where the places have been mentioned. Okay, so as far as the first copper plate, means the Arang copper plate, is concerned, it has mentioned a village Pamwa which was donated, and this donated village Pamwa was located in the Purva Rashtra. Now this Pamwa has been identified with today's Pamgad, which is located in Janjgir Champa district. Similarly, the second copper plate, which is also known as the Rapur copper plate, okay, it talks about a place called Sri Sahika. Okay, now Sri Sahika is a place which was located in the Purva Rashtra, and today this Sri Sahika has been identified with Sri Sahi village. Now similarly, the third copper plate, the Mallar copper plate issued by Vyagharaj in his 41st regnal year, talks about Kuntura Padraka. Kuntura Padraka village was donated, and this village was located in, again, Purva Rashtra. Now this Kuntura Padraka has been identified with Kuthara village, and it is located in the northeastern part of Mallar in Bilaspur district. So these are the places which are located in the Purva Rashtra. Now there is again a concept why this Purva Rashtra was called Purva Rashtra. According to the scholars, it used to make the eastern boundary of the entire Sharabhpuriya Empire. So this is one region. Another region says that because it was towards the east of Maikal or Maikala range, that is why it was called Purva Rashtra. So this is the reason why this region or this administrative unit was called Purva Rashtra. So in this way we have dealt with Purva Rashtra. Okay, if you want to have a screenshot, so have a screenshot of this very first page and then take a screenshot of this second page. Now let's talk about the Tunda Rashtra. Okay, so as far as Tunda Rashtra is concerned, it has been mentioned in Thakurdiya charter of third regnal year of Pravar Raj. So Pravar Raj is a famous Sharabhpuriya king. Okay, he issued Thakurdiya copper plate in his third regnal year, where this Tunda Rashtra has been mentioned. Okay, so according to this charter, a place called Asadhka was a place which was located in the Tunda Rashtra and it was donated. So today this Asadhka place can be identified with the village called Asonda in Sakti district. So Asonda is a very popular and well-known village in the Sakti district. So this place Asadhka, which has been mentioned in Thakurdiya charter and has been said to be located inside the Tunda Rashtra, has been identified as Asonda, which is located in Sakti district, and Tunda, that chief place of Tunda Rashtra, has been identified with Tunda in Balota Bajar district. So in this way, people and historians and scholars have suggested and guessed that this Tunda Rashtra might have included Sakti, Bilaspur, Balota Bajar, Raipur and Sarangarh districts. So this is all about Tunda Rashtra. Okay, so I have a screenshot of this page as well. Now let's talk about the Bhoga divisions. So as far as Bhoga divisions are concerned, so far 6 Bhogas have been identified. Now these 6 Bhogas are Nandapura Bhoga, Chullada Sima Bhoga, Shabar Bhoga, Shankh Chakra Bhoga, Dakri Bhoga and Hakri Bhoga. So these were the 6 Bhoga divisions. Now let's talk about the Nandapura Bhoga. Okay, so Nandapura Bhoga has been mentioned in the Piprudula grant, which was issued in the third regnal year by a king called Narendra. So Narendra was a Sharabhpuriya king who issued Piprudula grant by a Piprudula copper plate in his third regnal year, and this copper plate, in this grant copper plate, this Nandapura Bhoga has been mentioned. Okay, and according to that copper plate, according to the grant, there was a village Shakar Padraka. This Shakar Padraka village was located in Nandapura Bhoga and it was donated. So today this Shakar Padraka has been identified as Sakreli. Sakreli is a village. When you take the highway from Bilaspur and you want to reach to Raigad, you have to cross a railway crossing that is called Sakreli. So that Sakreli village is located in Sakti district. Okay, so this Sakreli has been called as Shakar Padraka, has been mentioned as Shakar Padraka in Piprudula grant. Okay, and Piprudula grant says that this Shakar Padraka used to exist in Nandapura Bhoga, and Nandapura, okay, which is the chief place or headquarter of the Bhoga, it has been identified as either of the Nandapura in the Sakti district. So in Sakti district there are 2 villages which are called Nandapura. So either of the Nandapura might have or may have been the headquarter of the Nandapura Bhoga, and Shakar Padraka has been identified as Sakreli. So that's all about Nandapura. So Nandapura Bhoga has been mentioned in Piprudula grant. Okay, the Piprudula grant was issued in the third regnal year by the ruler Narendra. In this grant, a village Shakar Padraka has been mentioned, which was donated, and Shakar Padra has been identified as Sakreli in Sakti district. Nandapura, the headquarter of the Nandapura Bhoga, may have been either of the Nandapura located in the Sakti district. So that's all about Nandapura Bhoga. So have a screenshot of this page as well. Okay, now let's jump to the next Bhoga, which is Chullada Sima Bhoga. Okay, Chullada Sima Bhoga. So as far as this Bhoga is concerned, okay, it has been mentioned in Kurud copper plate issued in the 24th regnal year of King Narendra. So there was a king, Sharabhpuriya king Narendra. He issued Kurud copper plate in his 24th regnal year. In this very copper plate, Chuladasima Bhoga has been mentioned. Okay, and according to this copper plate, okay, there was a place Keshwaka which was located in Chuladasima Bhoga. Today this Keshwaka has been identified as Keshwa village, and it is located on the bank of Keshwa Nala in Mahasamund district. So Keshwaka has been identified as Keshwa village, and Keshwa village has been or is located on the bank of Keshwa Nala. And as far as Chulada, the headquarter of the Bhoga, has been concerned or is concerned, it has been identified as Charoda, a village Charoda in Mahasamund district. So as far as Chuladasima Bhoga is concerned, it was described or mentioned in the Kurut copper plate, which was issued in the 24th regnal year by the ruler Narendra. Okay, this copper plate talks about a place Keshwaka, okay, which was granted or donated, and it was located in Chuladasima Bhoga. So this Keshwaka has been identified as a village Keshwa, which is located on the bank of Keshwa Nala in Mahasamund, and the headquarter of the Bhoga, Chulada, has been identified as Charoda, which is also located in Mahasamund district. So that's all about Chuladasima Bhoga. Okay, so let's have a screenshot of this screen as well. Now let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so that's about Shabar Bhoga. Okay, now this Shabar Bhoga has been mentioned in Mallar copper plate. This Mallar copper plate was issued by Jairaj in his 24th regnal year. So Jairaj in his 24th regnal year issued a copper plate which is known as Mallar copper plate, which also recorded a grant similar to other copper plates. So according to this Mallar copper plate, there were some places. One was Mokkepika. This Mokkepika has been identified as Mopka in Bilaspur. So the ancient name of Mopka in Bilaspur was Mokkepika. Okay, and Nagrottara Patta. This Mokkepika was located in Nagrottara Patta. Now this Nagrottara Patta has been identified as Nagrodi, which is another village in the Bilaspur district. Now, according to this Shabar Bhoga, both of these places were donated to Shabarbhogika Rudra Swamin. Now, Shabarbhogika Rudra Swamin, people say, scholars say that Bhogika means priest, and Rudra Swamin was the name. So there was a priest, Rudra Swamin, who was donated Mokkepika, which was located in Nagrottara Patta. So this Shabarbhogika, actually Rudra Swamin, was an inhabitant or resident of Shabar place. Now Shabar place has been again identified as Shurinaran. So according to this Shabar Bhoga, according to this Mallar copper plate, which talks about Shabar Bhoga, this place Mokkepika was located in Nagrottara Patta. Mokkepika has been identified as Mopka in Bilaspur, and Nagrottara Patta has been identified as Nagrodi, which is also in Bilaspur. Both of these places were donated to Shabarbhogika, means priest of Shurinaran, Rudra Swamin. So that's all about the Shabar Bhoga and the copper plate, the Mallar copper plate, which was issued by Jairaj in his 24th regnal year. So that's all about Shabar Bhoga. So let's have a screenshot of this page as well. Now let's move on. Okay, now let's talk about the Shankh Chakra Bhoga. So as long as the Shankh Chakra Bhoga is concerned, it was mentioned in Mallar copper plate issued by Pravar Raj. So Pravar Raj issued Mallar copper plate in his 3rd regnal year. So Pravar Raj issued Mallar copper plate in his 3rd regnal year, and in that copper plate he has talked about Shankh Chakra Bhoga. Now, according to this copper plate, Mitragrama was the name of a village which was granted, and it was mentioned in this Mallar copper plate, and it has been mentioned as if it was located inside Shankh Chakra Bhoga. So the Mallar copper plate issued by Pravar Raj in his 3rd regnal year says that Mitragrama was located inside Shankh Chakra Bhoga. Both the Mitragrama and Shankh Chakra Bhoga that have not yet been identified. So that's all about Shankh Chakra Bhoga. So let's have a quick revision. Shankh Chakra Bhoga was issued by Pravaraj in his third regnal year. It talks about Mitragrama, which was located inside the Shankh Chakra Bhoga. Mitragrama and Shankh Chakra Bhoga both have not been identified yet. Now next is Dakri Bhoga. Okay, so Dakri Bhoga, okay, it has been mentioned in Dhamtari copper plate issued by Sudev Raj in his third regnal year. So Sudev Raj issued Dhamtari copper plate in his third regnal year, in which Dagri Bhoga has been mentioned. According to the copper plate, okay, there was a place known as Khal Padraka. Khal Padraka was a place, or Khal Padraka was a place which was located inside the Dagri Bhoga. Today, this Khal Padraka or Khal Padraka has been identified to be Khallari, and the Dakri Bhoga has been identified to be Dokri Pali. So the headquarter of Dakri Bhoga, Dakri, has been identified as Dokri Pali, and Khal Padraka, which has been mentioned in the Dhamtari copper plate and which is said to have been located in the Dakri Bhoga, okay, that Khal Padraka village has been identified as Khallari. So Khal Padraka was located inside Dakri Bhoga. Khal Padraka has been identified as village Khallari, and Dakri, the headquarter of Dakri Bhoga, has been identified as Dokri Pali, and both of them are located in Mahasamund. So that's all about Dakri Bhoga. So have a screenshot of this page as well. Let's move to the next page, and the last one, that is the Hakri Bhoga. Okay, so it has been mentioned in Kawwatal inscription, which was issued by Sudev Raj in his 7th regnal year. Sudev Raj in his 7th regnal year issued Kawwatal inscription, and Kawwatal inscription mentions Hakri Bhoga. In Hakri Bhoga, okay, they say in Hakri Bhoga, they say there was a place called Sunika. Now this Sunika place, which was located in Hakri Bhoga, according to Kawwatal inscription issued by Sudev Raj in his 7th regnal year, okay, both the places have not yet been identified. So that's all about the Rashtra and Bhoga units in Sharabhpuriya Empire. So have a screenshot of this page as well. So I hope people have liked the video. I'm trying my level best to deliver you the best possible content which has yet not been touched by other teachers or institutions. Okay, I need your support. So do like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.